How's everyone doing? Happy spring. It is officially yard sale and flea market season. It's warmed up. And I went to a couple yard sales and a flea market and I found a few things. I figured I'd do a quick video to show you what I got. Thumbnail face. I will show you the movies first. I only got a few movies, 3 in fact, which I thought one was actually a really cool find. They're all cool finds, but one in particular is something you don't really see out in the wild, so I was pretty souped for it. The places that I saw, I was surprised that I found a few things that I did, because I guess it's like early in this season. You haven't found the good stuff yet. Let me know if you've gone to any yard sales or flea markets so far this year. And if you picked up anything really cool in the past at yard sales and flea markets, let me know your best find. But yeah, there's a one right down the road, so I checked that out. A flea market, then a couple of yard sales. So I just, right in this area, I was like, all right, cool. It's warm finally, and I found a couple cool things. First up, I found Jungle Book, the Diamond Edition, which is out of print. I think it goes for like $30. So this is the Blu-ray DVD Digital HD combo pack. So yeah, they didn't peel the stickers off or anything. But the one thing about this is the slipcover. The slipcover is like the adhesive. I have a few slipcovers like this. I just need to get some crazy glue and glue that part down right there, and it'll be like new. They didn't have any other real Blu-rays there, so I think they just didn't realize that this was I think they just saw DVD. But anyways, they're getting rid of it. They had a bunch of other DVDs that looked kind of dirty and dingy. All of them were kind of like a little beat up, but that's all right. I ended up getting this for $1. A Diamond Edition for $1, Blu-ray. All the DVDs that they had were $1, and this was the only Blu-ray. So, brand new. I don't know if this code is still good or not, but if it is all yours. Right there. First come, first serve. And all the kinds of advertisements that go along here. Oh, there's a little Diamond Edition booklet thing in here. That's cool. Oh, some little coloring time stuff in there. But yeah, I was excited because you don't really see the Diamond Editions. The Disney ones, they put them back in the vault. They go for crazy money sometimes. So was definitely excited for this one. It's a classic. I remember watching this as a kid. I haven't seen the newer one yet, but definitely a really cool pickup for yard sale, flea markets, anything like that. I feel like you don't really see Blu-rays out there. Usually a lot of DVDs. So if you see Blu-rays, it's I usually try to grab them up. Pretty much as long as they're not something super common. I remember in the past I got some really cool ones from a flea market. I did a video years ago, probably like 4 or 5 years ago, and I got like the Star Wars Blu-rays, and for like really cheap too. It's so interesting to me. I think a lot of people who buy DVDs like buy Blu-rays like accidentally, and they're like, oh, I don't want this, it's a Blu-ray, which blows my mind. But let's go ahead and get on to the other DVDs. I've got Little Monsters, which is out of print as well, and I think this one you can still get for pretty cheap, probably like I think like $10. But this is a classic. I remember loving this. How does this not have a Blu-ray release? Somebody please put this out on a Blu-ray. This definitely deserves it. I could see some like Shout Select, or I would love to see Scream Factory do a like collector's edition for this. I think that would be awesome. But this deserves special treatment for sure. Love this one. Fred Savage, Howie Mandel. I actually had a little skeleton. I don't know if it was I don't think it was. I definitely didn't use it as an earring, but I had that same looking one. But I remember there's a scene where the bully was picking on him, and they pee in his juice, and he's drinking it like you're thinking it's apple juice. It was gross. But I remember like the monster thing at the end of this scaring me when I was a kid. I remember it being kind of freaky. But yeah, Wonder Years is my all-time favorite TV show, so I'm a big fan of Fred Savage. Howie Mandel was great. He did the voice of Gizmo back in the day too in Gremlins. Walk Like a Man is another one that I used to have the DVD. I don't know where the heck that went to. I used to have a bunch of DVDs that they just disappeared. I moved a lot, so I'll just blame it on that. But yeah, Walk Like a Man definitely deserves a Blu-ray release too. I love that one. Super cheesy fun. But yeah, this is just a monster living under his bed as a little kid, and he becomes friends with it, and he goes like underneath. And meets I can't remember what the big monster thing was called, but it was freaky when I was a kid. I have to revisit this one, but this was an exciting find. So, and this one was actually really good condition. So when you come to flea markets and yard sales and stuff, I feel like not all the time they're in good condition. They're usually beat up, and I don't know what people sometimes do with they just like throw them. I don't get it. For me, you watch it, you put it back on the shelf or wherever, and that's it. I feel like it's like back in the day when with CDs, people would like, I'd go in somebody's car or something, there'd be CDs all on the floor. I'm like, what are you doing with your life? But next up is Summer Rental, a classic with John Candy. Looking forward to revisiting this one. It's been a while. This one I think is in print and it's cheap, but this one was in perfect condition. Looked like it had never been watched. So I didn't have it, and John Candy is amazing, one of my all-time favorite comedic actors. There's a bunch of his movies that don't have Blu-ray releases, don't even have DVD releases here in the U.S. that definitely deserve it. Going Berserk. Volunteers is one that is really underrated. It has a DVD release here. It has Tom Hanks in it, a few other recognizable people. That was such a fun one. Never hear anybody talk about that one. But I remember watching an old movie where it was kind of like a horror movie with him in it, and it was like a clown. It was terrible. That was like one of his earlier movies, but that deserves... Volunteers deserves a Blu-ray release. Going Berserk, basically all of his movies. Harry Crumb just got a Blu-ray release from Mill Creek, which I love that movie. Summer Rental definitely deserves a Blu-ray release too. I'm happy to have this back in my collection. He's just burned out. You know, he's got his family. He goes on vacation, I think somewhere down in Florida, and there's like a yachting thing. I can't remember who the... this is directed by Carl Reiner, but I can't remember who the other guy in here is. Rip Torn is in here. Richard Crenna. Richard Crenna was the jerk yachting guy in here, which was great. Karen Austin too. Great cast. Rip Torn was awesome. But yeah, I saw this and my eyes lit up. I love this movie. So happy to add it to the collection. Now let's get on to the non-movie stuff. I got this, which is Snoopy's Doghouse Display. Deluxe display with lights and sound. And it lights up, it works. I feel like if you find something like this in a flea market yard sale, it doesn't work. I mean, that's awesome to me. So, I'm souped. I love Peanuts. Charles Schultz. This is such a cool thing. And I kind of want to leave it in the display box. It says you can, take it out. But I feel like the back of it right there is just really cool looking with the snow. And so I think I kind of want to just keep it in the box. I just think it looks neat with the background. But I don't know. I feel like, what do you guys think? Should I keep it in there or should I take it out? I also feel like, I don't know, you'll have sometimes a little like the dog bowl with the bones, and then Snoopy himself. I guess Snoopy, is there a stand part in there where he actually sticks in there? But the dog bowl with the bones, I feel like it could fall over or something. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I like this display box for it with the background. But I'm just happy that it lights up. I think this is great for Christmas. I love it. So this was a really cool find in the box. And shocking that it still works with the battery. I feel like the batteries have been long gone on that thing. And I also got some other random stuff in here too. I got this, which Penny Paws. I remember seeing commercials for this all the time. My dog passed away last year, but I always hated trimming his nails. He hated it, and I was always real nervous too to do it. One time he yelped, and ever since then I was just like, and the dogs look pretty calm. So I think if you start doing this early, but I used to see all these commercials for it, and now I don't see any commercials for it. So maybe I should look into that before I use this again. I do want to get another pup, but yeah, I figured when I do, I'll have this ready. So I know this was again cheap. All this stuff, all the DVDs were $1 a piece. This was $3. The Snoopy's Doghouse Display Deluxe with lights and sound. So I thought that was a steal. The Penny Paws was $1, and I got next up another $1. It was E.T. Extraterrestrial 30th Anniversary Hallmark keepsake ornament right here. Which let's go ahead and take this out. I don't know. I think that looks super cool. Phone home. I love it. I remember watching this in the theaters as like a little like kid, and I think I cried when E.T. was he thought he was dying and stuff, and I think I had to be like taken out of the theater. I think I was bawling. Oh, you get the heart thing right there too. That's interesting. I don't know if there was supposed to be something down there or if this like sticks on something. I had to read the back to see, but a special lighting effect. Insert a bulb. Oh, okay. So you can put any standard bulb in there, and it will it'll light up for the heart part. So that's cool. So you just put the bulb in there. All right. So it's not missing anything. That's what I wanted to know. But yeah, I love that. I love a lot of the Hallmark ornaments and stuff that they have. And next up, this was a quarter. I was like, yeah, I'll get that for a quarter. Charlie Brown Christmas, first time in paperback, full color. This was from 1960 something. It's a reprint from the original hardcover, but and it looks amazing for the condition. And I'm trying to remember what year exact. 1965. So that is pretty darn cool. And the condition for it, for being that old, is pretty amazing. And I love Charlie Brown Christmas. Again, all the Charlie Brown specials and the comics as a kid. I love it. Let me know who your favorite Charlie Brown Peanuts character is. But I thought that was pretty cool. And then last but not least is this was $1 as well. Snoopy. These look super old, super retro. Snoopy Christmas lights right here. This is pretty exciting. I haven't tested them out, but I was like, you know what? I can't pass that up. Even if they don't work, I could put them up around Christmas time and just enjoy them. I think they look so cool. I want to see the year on here because they look real vintagey. Like, you don't see something like this, the way the plastic is and just the design of it. I'm trying to find like if there's a year anywhere on here. Let me know what you guys think on this. I actually tried to look this up when I was out there, and I couldn't find anything on this particular one. Like, I looked up on eBay, and there were a bunch of Snoopy ones, but nothing that looked like this. There is a print right here, but I can't tell what the year is on there, or if that's just a company that made it mark on the foot. Yeah, I can't read what that is right there on the foot right there. I'm sure it probably won't pick up either. But there's like a little emblem. But I don't see the year on here. But yeah, I just thought they looked cool. And even if they don't light up, I will, put them up for display. I think it'll be cool. So I thought that was pretty exciting. Oh, one guy fell off. Womp, womp, womp. But again, I just think that's awesome. I dig the heck of it. I could probably put that back on there. It looks like it'll go back on. So there you go. A lot of like peanut stuff. A lot of family-friendly stuff. I didn't really come across any horror. I usually look for horror stuff, but no horror stuff today. But some real cool goodies. I had a fun time getting out there. It's beautiful. Warm weather got me real in the mood to check everything out and go to a bunch of places and see what stuff I could find. I didn't find a ton of stuff, but I found some cool stuff. A lot of retro stuff. The Diamond edition for the Jungle Book. When you find anything Disney out in the wild, especially Diamond, you got to grab it up. And some other cool goodies. A couple out of prints right there. And classic John Candy. Let me know who your favorite comedic actor is. Let me know who your favorite childhood movie was. Your favorite Disney movie. Your favorite Peanuts character. So yeah, leave me those comments down below. Let me know if you've gone to any yard sales or flea markets this season. And let me know what your best pick from a flea market or yard sale is, your best find. Leave me those comments down below, and hope everybody's doing well, and happy spring. I figured this was kind of a random thing. Usually I do a lot of horror stuff, but I thought this was a fun haul, and some interesting pickups, a little bit different. A lot of heavy on the peanuts, and like the family-friendly stuff, but I dig it. I hope you guys dig it as well. Take care.